Hello, Arya. Arya.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hmm.
Kita lanjut bikin website. Mau nambahin apa website? Kita tambahin menu yuk ya yuk. Atau Arya mau nambahin apa? Hah?
Bisa nggak sih kita bikin misalnya ini ada game gitu, terus kita bikin terus ada kayak hunger bar gitu, ada sistem hunger. Terus Pak kita bisa bikin website yang pas itu tanpa kita ada di komputer kita, itu dia ngecek apakah ada makanan di inventory kita. Habis itu kalau ada dia dimakan, kalau enggak dia ngambil makanan gitu atau apa gitu.
Apa sih ya? Ini kayak Tamagotchi itu. Kayak Tamagotchi.
Enggak, nih
Ada contoh nggak? Arya coba share screen deh. Kak Cika biar ngerti kayak gimana.
mana.
Kayak gimana sih? Kayak mana? Kayak mana?
Nih, wait. Hunger. Nih.
Share screen ya sayangku.
Ini ada game Roblox. Aku mau ngebantu Kibra, adek aku. Nih, this is hunger bar, right? This is the hunger bar. And the goal of this game is to survive as long as possible or as many days as possible. Okay, so the main thing is that the main thing, if you've like built a very good base and nothing can hurt you, that can end your run, is starving to death.
Okay,
And
so
according to this, when AFK or not moving, 17 minutes and 20 seconds until death from hunger. People go AFK because like just waiting around, waiting for the day counter to go up is not is very, very boring, right? So
yeah.
And the main food that I wanted centered about is the stew. The stew. Wait, food. Food. Yes. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, this. The stew. The stew can be cooked from this in a crock pot, right?
Okay.
They replenish half of a player's hunger. So what I want to this website to do is take half of 17 minutes and 20 seconds. So how much is that? That's 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Every 8 minutes and 50 seconds, it will search for a stew inside inside their inventory. It will search for any stew inside that inventory. If it finds it, it switches to that slot and eats it. If it doesn't, it like alerts the player, or with like a loud sound or something, like stew not found in inventory. It acquires stew immediately or something.
Okay. Kalau bikin sederhana dulu boleh nggak ya? Let's
Oke.
make like a dummy example on website. Kak Cika coba dulu cari reference ya.
Yes,
Bentar.
yes.
Ini tuh namanya apa? 90 Nights in the Forest.
99 Nights in the Forest.
99. Nah, oke ya. Kita bikin yang sederhana dulu ya, coba ya. Hmm. Oh, sih, Bu. Hmm. JavaScript coba ya.
Bisa nggak sih? Jadi kita kayak nggak bikin website yang tempat ngedownload apa gitu, terus kita bisa menggunakan sebagai overlay di game yang lain.
Ah, itu susah tuh ya. Kita harus pakai database tuh berarti.
Oh,
Berarti harus punya server. Nah, itu dia.
maksudnya server?
Area harus punya satu komputer yang nyala terus buat nyala iya,
Oh,
kebayang nggak? Jadi kayak kalau ada orang misalnya mau ngecek karakter gue lagi apa ya? Itu kan harus masuk ke servernya Arya. Berarti Arya harus punya satu komputer yang nyala terus buat ngeladenin usernya. Atau
oh,
kita beli server, beli storage, kita taruh di situ. Gitu loh. Ingat nggak Arya waktu kita bikin chatbot?
ya.
Something like that. Tapi ini bukan
Oh,
chatbot, ini game gitu. Jadi we will store the game on a server, and then dia yang akan nanti apa ya
hmm,
melayani si user-user yang mau ngecek gamenya, yang mau main gamenya, yang mau login, yang mau apa. Nah itu tuh
oh,
gak susah gitu. Tapi Kak Cika lagi coba bikin oh ya local storage. Kita simpannya misalnya di browser aja gitu, pura-puraan dulu bisa nggak ya? Bentar, kita lihat. Cika lagi mikir simulate aja dulu kali ya. Kalau misalnya kayak gini, oke nggak ya? Mm, 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 mm.
The remainder of the 2020s.
Open in any modern browser. Kayak gini. Ya. Nah, Cika bikin prototype dulu. Tunggu. Contoh. Mana Visual Studio Code?
Oh my god. Like, this is where I got to the point in the video where I was like, this guy is not serious. Like, he cannot be real saying this shit. And I see this comment section, I'm just like, bro, what is this? Because it's not just enough to die in a room where all of a sudden some Indian guy, map maker, wants to help you, but he slows down the frame rate and then the screen's pausing and you can't stay alive. You gotta spend 30 minutes getting back there every single time you die. Okay. I kind of agree. This part of the game was a little bit bullshit. I don't know what he's talking about with the frame rates. Probably because he played it on an Xbox, which don't actually really get 120 FPS. I'm not sure, but regardless, I think the difficulty with this section is there's just too much sensory overload. There's so many things on the screen, and it's kind of hard to focus on one thing. I'll throw him a bone for this
29
specific part of the
days
game, and you're gonna die.
in the forest. Wait. Open.
If I was to guess, if I had $1 for every time this guy probably died playing Silk Songs, assuming if he was to actually play the whole game, yeah, I'd probably say I could retire. Hell, my kids could probably retire. Night one of streaming made a lot of progress, so I felt things were going okay. And then it hits you just night two. You know, you just took down a pretty tough boss, but he didn't have names, so you was a boss, and then you're ready to go. Night two, you're about 3 hours in, and you just can't get anywhere. Wait, what? Why is bro speaking like this is a universal experience? We are not all as bad as you. Don't include us in this shit. Wait. There is no.
Arya tolong tesin ini dong, tunggu. Kak Cika kirimnya kemana ya?
ke chat atau?
Bisa sih ke-chat tapi filenya aja ya, soalnya kalau
Atau ke bapak, habis itu minta itu bapak kasih ke aku.
coba ya, bentar.
Decided early in this game to implement 2.0. I did not struggle with Path of Pain like this. And just putting mobs on little platforms where you're getting knocked back to your death repeatedly. Oh, but you have more mass than them. They're slashing away your needle. What good does it do?
Ya udah dikirim ke Bapak ya.
No, you can't avoid it. Isn't this the same guy that was complaining that the combat wasn't acrobatic like they said it would be? You're just bad at the game, bro. Use the mechanics to avoid getting hit. Because truth be told, Hollow Knight Silk Song is way worse than one could have expected. Not only does it not feel like a sequel, it's DLC where you just play as a new character. But not even a new character. It's like when you beat a game back in the day and it was like, okay, you beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you get to play Splinter. It's like that. It's like, okay, a character whose sprite's already in the game. Now you get to be them. I love when a sequel is called DLC because it has a similar game design to the previous game, while also having 60 plus hours of new content, an entire new area, an entire new story, a shit ton of bosses, new mechanics, new charms. Like, what more do you want from a sequel? Does she have a tactical roll, slide, anything? Look, I played through Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. It was great. Just jumping and slashing, taking down guys, moving through the stage quickly. Here, it's just punishing. You just have long spans of travel as punishment. It's your attrition for playing this game. Even when there's no enemies, you just, okay, fine, I'll walk. Oh, yeah. Compelling gameplay right here, guys. I'm genuinely curious, concerned how long this man spent
Coba
playing
Kak
this game
kirim image-nya aja.
without unlocking the dashing and sprinting mechanic. I will throw on the phone. There is some absolutely diabolical runbacks in this game, and I think that is one of my only issues with the game right now, along with the fast travel system. But bro, you haven't like there. I need to know your playtime. I need to know how long you spent playing this game.
Kak Cika kirim indeks HTML-nya aja di chat ya.
Oke.
Arya buka pakai Visual Studio Code coba ya.
Apa?
Kak Cika ngirim indeks HTML di chat. Arya download. Udah gitu Arya buka pakai Visual Studio Code coba.
Mana.
Ada di chat Zoom. Ada nggak? Dapat Kak? Nah, itu indeks HTML-nya sama Arya dibuka di Visual Studio Code. Terus Kak Cika pengen Arya ngetes dulu.
Mana visual yang mana sih? Oh, yang itu.
Ingat nggak? Coba. Indeksnya download dulu dari chat.
Yes, I already did. Where? Taruh di mana?
Arya nggak share screen, Kak Cika nggak bisa lihat.
Oh ya, sebentar.
Visual Studio Code open yang tadi Arya download.
Bentar.
Oke, sok.
Yang screen. Nih.
Mana yang di download ya?
Ini taruh di sini.
Klik kanan aja, klik kanan.
Terus?
Open with Visual Studio Code. Nah. Oke. Terus Arya ke bawah, go live coba ya ini. Go live.
Yes.
Ini, loh, kok ini? Oh, harus dimatiin dulu ya? Tunggu. Ini mah yang kemarin ya. Tunggu.
Ya, ini apa?
Kayaknya gini ya, Tunggu, Kak Cika coba.
Ini. Buy something in the game. I'm gonna go with the cheapest one.
Ya, approve.
I just need 2 more to get this. What does this mean? Buy something in real money? Maybe it's the thing. In it with real money? I don't know. Wait, change your language maybe? Wait, how? Wait, you can do that. English. Much better, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm off.
Oke. Ini Kak Cika ini dulu ya. Berarti ini di sini.
In-game purchase. How do we do that? File for money to.
Ini area website ya. Ntar Kak Cika buka dulu yang baru deh.
So, no, spawn promo. Just wait for tomorrow. You don't have to do that, right? Yeah, aku gonna get into some of the more.
How do we create a new one ya? Ntar ini dulu aja.
2,000 presents. Login on videos.
Indeks yang tadi mana?
Okay. See your thing. Your
Kita taruh di
I just need a little bit to get some for stupid weapons. Look at my credits roll. Wait, I got the credits from gambling. No. You get me 500,000. Wow. And I had 2 of these. Wait, how did I get me? Where do I get these movies? Oh, that's what happened. Oh, I need to put more credits. It's so good to I already did the games thing. Are you saving up the yellow things for the thing? For the main one? Ooh! What? What? Wait. Okay, you can get 3,000 credits. I need that. What do you need to? How do you obtain that? I don't need. What can you do on Swaz? I don't want to. I want to go to school. I don't want to. Why not you? Oh, this is the booger. The exploding boogers. How do you get this? How do you get this? You can get this. Yo. There's a new one. I have one. I already have that.
Clear.
Onslaught show. GW. How do you
Ini
how do you get the thing? Disruptors.
Kita cek dulu ini codingnya. Ini nggak usah. Nah, ini codingnya udah masuk yang akhirnya. Okay, dia the result is
Wait. What is the best descriptor? For 16. And what's the energy called? Sit. Oh, is there any that has 32? Yeah. Or yeah, what? 24? That's what? That's multi-layer. Oh, okay, so. Speaker. Oh. Oh, ini.
Coba ya dites kayak gitu nggak sih? Something like that nggak? Ini pakai storage di browser aja gitu. Tapi kan ini intinya bertahan sampai 99 hari kan, harus ngebalance gitu. Ini prototyping aja. Tapi menurut kalian kurang apa atau oke atau gimana?
No. So
Itu kan baru day one
basically,
tuh. Gimana?
should I just play the game to give you an idea?
Ya,
Okay.
ya udah boleh.
This is for science.
I want to make it as simple as possible gitu ya. Jadi
Yes.
we don't, like we don't make it too complicated. Nanti malah nggak jadi, malah pusing, nggak main-main. Ini ya.
Yes.
Coba gimana?
So basically, what you do here, this is the lobby. It's not really that important. I'm going to make a party size of 1.
Okay.
And then we go into another thing, a restriction location inside the game.
Okay. Which is the forest.
Yes, this is the forest.
All right. Then you have options to survive.
Yeah. So basically, here, this is you can see the hunger here. It's slowly going down.
Yeah. And you have to act on it, right? You have to act on it. Like you have to decide something to
No. You if you just stay still. So basically what I'm gonna do, if you stay, you just make sure it's at full hunger, and then you stuff, and then you and then the thing to text it. So let me wait. I'm not really an expert in this.
Alright, so as I'm
Wait. Yes. Wait.
Okay.
Look. Here's how the stew works.
Oh, so we have to farm to get the stew?
Yeah, we can. The best way to get this is to farm it.
You'll never worry about again, in 99 Nights in the Forest, if you build this structure, it automatically cooks.
Oh, so you have to provide yourself with the stew, but we have to, like develop some farming system so we will always have food.
And throw them straight into the story. Now it automatically cooks tons of stew and
See. Wait.
Okay.
Look, you see, the stew, normal food, you have to use your sack here. This is like storage where you bring it. But like a stew is an exception. Stew, instead of going into your thing, you hover on it and press E, and it goes into your inventory here.
Okay.
And then I want to make something that detects if a item called stew is in our hotbar. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Arya, do you want to make it with visual like in Roblox or just text-based like on website?
Yeah, I want to make it like an overlay, like a tool to help AFK in Roblox in this game.
The most important thing is that we cannot connect the website to the Roblox because we will need an API to do it, and it's going to be complicated. Yeah. So can we narrow down the problem, like make it simpler? I probably just simulate it because it's going to be so hard to connect it to Roblox.
What do you mean? Why is it hard?
Yeah, because if you want to connect the website to monitor the game on Roblox, then we have to implement some API. And
What
then
is API? What is API?
API is a application programming interface. It is a program that will connect different platform or different software. Like if you, let's say you want to connect.
Is
your
it like a physical thing, like a USB
No.
drive or something?
No, not physical. It's software, but it's like it requires skill, and like probably we have to pay for it. Like if say you want to connect your website to Twitter, then you have to download API for Twitter and then ask for permission to Twitter and then install things and then pay some money to make them
How do I contact the thing?
there. I don't know. I'll do some research, but if they won't let you connect a website to Roblox, then we cannot do it. It's probably yeah, because it's for security area. They usually close the like the port or the access to some games or some service to make it more secure, so not lots of people can hack access to it or get some data out of it because it's dangerous, right? Coba tapi kacik-kacik ya, bisa nggak ya kita connect ya ke ini ya, ke Roblox ya? Can we connect a website to 99 days in the forest Roblox so that the user can monitor the game through the website by looking at the progress.
I'll throw him a bone for this specific part of the well, things were going okay. And then it hits you just like you just took down a pretty tough loss, but it didn't have any space.
Oh,
And then you're ready to go.
a bit tricky.
And you just can't get anywhere. Why is bro speaking like this is a universal experience? We are not all as bad as you. Don't include us in this shit. Decided early in this game to implement Path of Pain 2.0. I did not. Where you're getting knocked back, flashing away. Wasn't acrobatic like they said it would be. You're
webhook.
the game, bro. Use the mechanics to avoid getting hit. Because truth be told, Hollow Knight Silk.
Yeah, we have to use API, yeah. And then We have to use API and also database. And then we have to implement
to
JSON.
use the API beside ignoring the fact that it probably costs a lot of money. How much money is an API exactly?
Oh, different for different depends on the service.
On the thing, on the product.
Yeah, sometimes they will charge it per user or per megabytes or per data or per
How do I contact them through Roblox?
Okay. How to get the access the API and how much to pay?
One could have expected.
Oh, Firebears-nya bayar.
Does it not feel like a sequel? It's DLC where you just play as a new character, but not even a new character. It's like when you beat a game back in the day, and it was like, okay, you beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you get to play Splinter. It's like that. It's like, okay, a character whose sprite's already in the game. Now you get to be them. I love when a sequel is called DLC because it has a similar game design to the previous game, while also having 60 plus hours of new content, an entire new area, an entire new story, a shit ton of bosses, new mechanics, new charms. Like, what more do you want from a sequel? Does she have a tactical roll, slide, anything? Look, I played through Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. It was great. Just jumping and slashing, taking down guys, moving through the stage quickly. Here, it's just punishing. You just have long spans to travel as punishment. It's your attrition from playing this game. Even when there's no enemies, you just go, oh, okay, fine, I'll walk. Yeah, compelling gameplay right here, guys. I'm genuinely curious and concerned how long this man spent
Roblox Firebase API
unlocking
and
the
the
dashing and sprinting mechanic. I will throw him a bone. There is some absolutely diabolical runbacks in this game, and I think that is one of my only issues with the game right now, along with the fast travel system. But bro, you haven't I need to know your playtime. I need to know how long you spent playing this game without unlocking one of the most basic abilities in it. I feel like I'm on freaking crazy pills here. Team Cherry brought nothing new to the table. You're just wrong. Like, you just are. Like, anybody that has played this game with a functioning brain knows you're just wrong. Well, they didn't even hire voice actors. I'm over here having to voice all the damn characters myself for the 3 people watching. Oh.
Yeah, this is the cost if you want to see.
Yours is still okay.
Bapak harus beliin. Bapak harus beliin. Hold on, I'm sending you the price. So it's basically.
Oh, we are not doing that.
Yeah, it looks like it is small amount, but yeah, we have to pay and we have to register. And
People would be better off just setting a timer for 8 minutes and 50 seconds and like return to the game to eat.
yeah, that's the easier way, yeah. Tapi I still don't get it, Arya. Why would you depend on the website? Because you won't check up on the website either, or is it easier to check it on website rather than logging into Roblox?
What do you mean?
Jadi kenapa harus pakai browser? Apa karena browser itu easier to refresh? Jadi kita nggak usah masuk gamenya gitu loh ya. Jadi cuma lihat aja, oh oke, I can monitor the progress of the game through website. Because it is easier, website is easier to refresh.
Ya kan kita tinggal ngebuka ininya aja, ngecek, oh kita punya stew-nya nggak, kita punya hungernya nggak. What I want to do is make a simple task even simpler with like while spending like 200 hours of my life into it, and probably my life savings, I don't know.
Ntar dulu ya, Kak Cika pikir lucu juga sih. Kak Cika coba ya, ntar dulu ya, baca dulu ya. Kelihatannya sih kayak it's like possible, tapi ada yang kayaknya harus bikin-bikin
It's
apa?
like yeah, you know how like we have washing machines, right?
Aha.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it manually. It's not impossible.
Iya.
But like, why do it
Nah.
when we have an automation system?
Okay. Yes, let's see if we can use GitHub to implement this. Okay. It can, okay. First, we have to install Firebase. Holy moly, hold on. Oke, cobain ya. Arya berarti harus bikin Firebase dulu yuk. Kita cobain aja ya. Nanti kalau
Enggak dah,
bayar, Bapak aja suruh
enggak
bayar.
jadi dah.
Kenapa?
Eh,
Bisa aja loh ya. Tapi harus sabar. Jadi misalnya minggu ini kita kerjain apanya. Tapi bisa.
tanpa ngebayar uang.
Kayaknya bisa deh. Hold on ya. Can we do it without?
Those are boobs hanging down here. Yeah, I think I understand why only 3 people. No, this is one of the other reasons why I understand why only 3 people are watching you play these games. I mean, as far as the voice acting is concerned, the game is it's an indie game. It's made by 2
Bisa ya?
Is it like Nintendo where we?
Hah?
Bisa nggak bayar? Mau
Oh,
dicoba?
okay. Is it like 200 times worse though than if we
Tapi Arya harus sabar ya. Jadi maksudnya kita coba ya. Kak Cika nggak tahu ini berhasil atau enggak, but it's worth to try gitu loh kalau mau dicoba. Tapi Kak Cika Arya mesti install dulu Firebase dulu. Kalau
wait, can I wait. Look. I want to search for something. Do we have something? Is this like an original idea, or did I just think of something that already exists, but
What is it?
nobody knows about it?
I don't know.
99 nights in the
Oke.
forest.
Coba Arya cek.
Auto eating food macro. Oh, wait. Is already a macro? Wait.
Coba cek dulu.
In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to build a AFK base in 99 Nights in the Forest so that you can automatically eat food by using a macro. We are going to be making a AFK base so that you can eat food. Let's get started.
Macro jalannya di mana ya?
You will need is a crafting bench. You will also need to get a wood rain storage. You will need quite a lot of stuff. So just follow this video all the way through. And by the end, if you followed this video all the way through, you would have made the AFK base. A little bit like this. You will need quite a lot of resources, such as a lot of scrap, a lot of wood, around 50 of each if you can. So that you got more than enough. Then you want to obviously go ahead and craft your crafting bench 2, crafting bench 3. And now let's get started by building the AFK base. Before I start building the base, I am going to get the hammer. You might be wondering, how do I get the hammer? I will show you how to get the hammer right now. If you got the hammer, it will make things 10 times more easy for us. You can find the hammer in the anvil. So you want to go ahead and build the anvil. And as soon as you do that, you can build the hammer. What we need to craft is the hammer. We need 5 logs and 5 scrap. I'm going to craft this right now. There we go. Now we got the hammer that will help us out a lot. So now that we got the hammer, we now can go ahead and start making the AFK base. We want to buy a farm plot and buy some wood rain.
Okay, yeah, so basically we're just making a macro. Oh my gosh.
Jadi gimana? Tapi bisa nggak?
Enggak dah.
Mau dicoba? Kalau mau nih Kak Cika mau install Firebase nih di Arya nih.
Enggak usah.
Ih, terus gimana?
I don't know.
Berada di tempat lain gak? Tabletnya mati. Bisa gak? Di situ bisa ada cara.
Tapi lucu sih kayaknya ya. Ih, pengen bikin malah Kak Cika jadi. Tapi harus dioprek.
This is an ostrich egg, and hopefully you have a spare 90 minutes. That's how long it takes to boil, along with 4 blooming days in the soy marinade.
And obviously, Ollie had plenty of chicken carcasses in his freezer that we combined with hose water and aromatics to make the
Padahal
base of
seru
what
loh.
will be a banging stock. Then we took a few different pork bellies, which we rolled up with meat glue to make one mega Frankenstein's monster pork roll.
And we got this mega pork belly roll into a bag for sous vide for as long as we had the patience for, about 24 hours before charring and sizzling it in the pizza oven.
And we don't waste anything around here, so we kept all the fat in that pan and we used it to char off our veg.
Now you may be asking, what's the maths team captain dweeb doing with this giga Chad? I assure you, despite Phoenix's Chadley 6'5" appearance, he's just as much of a Minecraft faction mod as I am.
That is genuinely true, but I am better at Minecraft than he is.
He's absolutely not.
But he has been making unholy abominations for the internet for much longer than me. So when I had the idea of making one huge bowl of ramen with a giant soy marinated ostrich egg, there was obviously only one guy that I could go to make it happen. And now the only thing left to do is have a good old
This
this ostrich egg.
Sorry. Oke.
Had like 13 Pokemon games with no voice acting. This isn't that kind of situation, okay? Now I understand not liking to read text bubbles and things of that nature. I get it, but you just don't need to read them. Most of them are not really that important. There's only a couple that are like really you need to pay attention to, and it's just like the side mission stuff. But even then, the side mission stuff tells you what you need to do when you go into the menu, which, speaking of which, this game has a quest log. It learned from Elden Ring's stupid-ass mistakes. Thank you, Hollow Knight Silksong, for being a great game. Sorry, side tangent aside, you just don't need to read. Like, genuinely, just play the game. You'll be fine for the most part.
All right. Where other games have accessibility features, Team Cherry says the quote from Heather Chandler.
Drop me gently to the chainsaw.
Fast travel, you gotta go to a specific spot. That's gonna cost you all the currency that you lost going somewhere you shouldn't have been.
Ah,
Oh, you want to save? Screw you. Find a park bench. Oh,
kita
well, it's way
pakai.
over there and you
Kita.
have no help. Well, go jump in the
Aduh,
forest.
padahal ya apa ya?
Silk
Bentar ya,
song
apa ya?
may actually be
Hah?
Mau kita bikin gamenya di dalam websitenya aja apa gimana ya? Kalau nggak mau gitu.
Tahu juga aku masih ada. Aku lagi mikirin gimana caranya.
Kalau mau kita set up Firebase, terus nyambungin Roblox, terus coding-coding. Kalau masangnya sih tinggal di GitHub aja. Ya kan udah ada tuh GitHub-nya. Nah, taruh di situ aja.
Iya, bentar. But like,
even worse than the original Hollow Knight.
Bro, the benches are part of the game's challenge. That's part of the game design. It's like every other Souls-like game. Like, oh my god. And also, you don't need to go to a bench to save. Like, you can't just quit the game, say like if, let's say you want to just get off, you can just save and quit, and you'll still keep your progress. You'll just be respawned at another bench. As far as the fast travel thing, yeah, you do need to spend rosaries to like actually get the fast travel point unlocked, but you don't need to spend any more after you get that unlocked. My problem with the fast travel system, I just wish you could, you know, teleport from bonfire to bonfire or whatever, and bench to bench. It would make the backtracking a lot less tedious. But I mean, yeah, that's all I really gotta say for that.
I can't remember what score I gave the original. It's a traumatic experience, and your brain walks. But I know this much. I give Hollow Knight Silk Song, especially as played on Xbox Series X, which is probably no different than any other version. If it says, oh, you don't get 4K over here because there's really not a performance or quality mode, it all looks a little bit washed out, a little stuttery.
Yeah, I don't really know what this guy's talking about because I don't play games on console unless they're exclusive. Maybe this is a stuttery thing on console. You guys would have to let me know in the comments if you do play it on console. But I wouldn't know. But I mean, from my experience, the game looks beautiful. Like the art, the visuals, the different locations, like everything in this game is just so well done from an art perspective. So saying it doesn't look good, it looks washed out and it doesn't look like high resolution is just stupid. Like I don't know what kind of games you're used to, but I don't know. Like I just
2.5 out of 10. You know those challenge kids? Dr. Say, could be on the spectrum.
I don't know what that is, but get off in pronto.
And yeah, with that all done, that's the end of his video. Hope you all enjoyed or endured, I guess. About 2 weeks ago, and I've been absolutely loving the game so far. I got about 30 like bad reviews about this guy. I chose it's called Why Silk Song Actually Suck.
The hardest thing is to get started. To get it on paper.
Kita cari ini deh. Gimana ya? Kita bikin yang simple. Then we make this. Fine. This game.
So I've been playing Hollow Knight for a couple hours as its own game pass, and don't let the visuals fool you, this game sucks. So this is an indie title, and oh look, we have a dreary side scroller. You can go to this creepy town, you can talk to people, and then you can spin below, and you deal with almost nothing. The enemies are boring as shit. The combat is atrocious. Your weapon is some deal. Oh, you can upgrade. There's other weapons. I don't care. I've been playing for a couple hours and nothing fun has occurred. There is nothing to retain my interest whatsoever. Usually a game that's not rich in combat or exploration would have puzzles. What the hell is this? There is zero innovation in Hollow Knight. This is the kind of game aimed at that weird girl who cuts herself and she has that spider with the loops that go over the thumb. And she sits there and she holds her coffee. And she's so great. If you get killed down there, you lose all of the cash souls you collected or whatever you need currency for. Then you have to go get it back so you can spend currency on a compass to find yourself somewhere on the map. Christ. Like
Ya, bisa juga bikinnya gini, gamenya ada di website. Terus bisa, Arya tuh bisa juga bikinnya di bikin gamenya di website. Jadi si 99 Forest itu ada di website. Nah, itu Arya bisa bikin kayak yang tadi Kak Cika tunjukin di Arya tuh yang pakai teks aja gitu. Kayak milih, misalnya mau hari ini mau ngapain hunting atau apa, bisa gitu. Bisa 2D. Kalau saya Arya pengen pakai 2D, kita bisa bikin pakai JavaScript. Jadi kita bikin kayak petanya, terus kita ngapain gitu. Atau bisa juga 3D kayak di Roblox, tapi itu jauh lebih susah gitu. Nah, Arya kira-kira mau nggak coba bikin gamenya di website atau nggak atau gimana? Atau lanjut Python atau lanjut website? Pilih. Gimana? Menurut Arya? Arya mau lanjut yang mana proyeknya? You have to decide. Cepat. Nah,
Hey everyone, how's it going? God Gamer
coba ya, kalau gini susah kayak.
here. Today I'm going to be taking
Oh.
on the toughest Hollow Knight challenge yet, which is reading 0-star reviews of my favorite game. So I love Hollow Knight, but I also understand it's not a game for everyone. So if you don't like the game, that's totally fine. But if you give a game a 0-star review because you're salty that you got stuck at Grustmother, then we've got a bit of a problem. It really is a common theme with these reviews that people are just upset that they got stuck. But you gotta understand, not every game is for everyone, right? Anyway, let's just get right into it. Uninstalled after 30 minutes. I passed first boss and went to second area. I like to explore in games, and I went to places that seemed hard to reach, expecting some reward. Instead of that, I got broken gameplay, unable to leave that area, uninstalled. So this person actually went through Green Path, and I suspect they went down through Fog Canyon, gave all their money to Millabelle, and then got trapped in Queen Station. Bro, it's not that hard to get out. You just have to get past some jellyfish on your way up. The jellyfish aren't some impassable wall. You can just, jump around them. There's a lot to be said for Hollow Knight in terms of design, but I found the boss fights too hard, and there's no way to dumb it down. So if you're not a hyperactive youngster, out. Well, I'm 32. The game makes you trounce back through 5+ screens of enemies just to try the boss again, which is extremely hard. It's a garbage experience, except for extreme fans of this type of gameplay. Avoid it. Dude, there are very few instances where you have to go through 5+ screens of enemies to get back to the boss. One of the main examples of this is Soulmaster, where they literally placed a shortcut to the boss in every single room leading up to it. Literally every single one. Game too hard and atmosphere too shallow to keep my interest. Nothing about the game's theme, story, atmosphere, or setting inspires me to keep playing. Even when I constantly die, the save point is often far, far away from the area I'm stuck on. I end up getting stuck in one area too often. The game mechanics are too stiff to allow any room for improving. The game will punish you even for existing or being around. Dull, forgettable soundtrack. Graphics are an eyesore. The most enjoyable part was uninstalling the game. So this is one of those reviews that falls into the category where they admit that the reason why they hate the game is because they suck at it. But just because you suck at a game doesn't mean that everything about the game is bad. And what does punishing them for just existing even mean? This person accidentally installed the Nightmare Spikes mod and just constantly tied to it, and the game mechanics are too stiff to allow for room for improvement. Well, what the fuck have I been doing for the past 5 years of my life? I'm so tired of respawning enemies. This game is full of respawning enemies. Yeah, I agree. Great point. The game would be much better if it were just completely empty after you killed the enemies. Map is awful. For the first 1+ hour of the game, you just run around aimlessly.
And actually, it doesn't get that much better. There are no real objectives or objective markers. You kind of just wander around a massive maze. The whole game is incredibly maze-like, and there's so much backtracking through areas you've already been in. Well, congrats on describing a Metroidvania, you dummy. There's a bug where it sometimes doesn't register a jump when you're near an edge. That's called mistiming your input. There are poor things, like your basic attack pushing you backwards, so if you ever attack someone when you're near an edge, you fall off and frequently die, or have to trek back up a long path. If it's happening so often, try learning not to do it. If mods for invincibility weren't available, I'd have uninstalled. It would be a total waste of time doing the same monotonous things over and over. I just tried to get it over with as quickly as possible. If you're using invincibility, it's no fucking wonder why you don't enjoy the game. Some games just aren't for everyone. That doesn't mean you need to give the game back to you.
Gimana ya? Mau pilih apa? Mau Python? Mau bikin game atau mau bikin website? Ayo, Arya harus decide.
I don't know.
Nanti ditanya Bapak lo, progresnya apa lo. Gimana, ayo. Kak Cika kan bantuin Arya, jadi kalau Arya mau ke sana, Kak Cika bantuin, kalau Arya mau ke sini, Kak Cika bantuin gitu. Tinggal Arya pilih.
It means you need to get a clue about what you fucking like. Platform was back. Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Say it's 40. Graphic rigid is uninteresting. There are way better Metroidvania out there. This is super hype. In this game, I don't even know what the graphics mean. Rigid there's particle effects when you do basically anything in Hollow Knight. The game is kind of like 3D shifted into a 2D perspective, and there's foreground objects like grass that react. The graphics are objectively not rigid. It's like this person was fishing for a reason to give this game a 0-star review. But if you can't even come up with a coherent reason why to give a game a 0-star review, what were you doing it in the first place? Absolutely atrocious. They are in reasonable measure not a game by any stretch of the imagination. Buggy, terribly optimized, design.
Energy, rest.
You have to wonder what this game is that games completely finished and it being unplayable again. I've been doing these past 5 years. Also, you missed a pretty easy opportunity for a comment like
Silksong. Silksong pretty important. Walking in body control. It deals 2 quick poison ticks depending on the tool, up to 3 damage per tick, giving you 3 damage over time, which feels great, especially when projectiles are remote applying this damage. But because poison doesn't stack, spamming tools constitutes overall damage loss, and if you methodically use your tools to take down the poison's duration before throwing out the next one. Verdict, that's a little bit crappy, but still a tier for pure synergy value. Ranking and Silksong.
hey, everyone has to go in it.
Oh, for it.
Wait 75 years, I just sat staring at my library with sadness in my heart. But then they finally released it. It's out. The game is out. You can play it.
Right.
So now, instead of making a video about how much I loved it, I'm going to instead read negative reviews about how bad.
Need 3.
People want to have sex with Hornet. But
Lucu
first, a
kan
word
ini.
from our sponsors.
way. It appears you were caught using Google Chrome in the ops, and it slapped you silly for it. Avoid that in future by using Opera G Gamers Get to download in background. I just have opening and closing sounds and custom Opera GX desktop icons. So, calling Silksong anything on the game would be disingenuous. The visuals, atmosphere, and tight controls are pieces of art. But the doors to each new room in this gallery are guarded by Mike Tyson. And occasionally, you're only allowed to fight Mr. Tyson after you've parkoured several rooms full of thieves and Spike Case and fought a team of his bodyguards first. Also, his manager may have put itching powder in your jock strap just to spice things up a little bit. Not a perfect analogy. No, I'd say it is actually. I think that is a perfect analogy for running back to Bio. Oh, Sophie Parents. Oh my god. This guy's writing the Bible in my fucking Hollow Knight Silksong. Negative reviews. All of text warning. Yeah, no shit, they fuck. Boss runbacks. Let's talk about boss runbacks. So, hands up in the class if there was a boss runback that you felt was too long. Hands up? Yeah, I thought so. Now that we've all agreed that there are boss runbacks in Silksong that are too long, how many boss runbacks are too long? Hands up, everyone. Hands up, how many? How many boss runbacks? It's one. There's one boss runback that's bad. In the whole game, there's one boss runback that's bad. And it's Kroll the fucking frog in his castle to the top of Biowater being a bitch. That's the only one. That's the only bad boss runback. The last judge, I saw people on Twitter complaining about the last judge. Last judge is fine. Last judge is chill. And you want my other hot take about the run back in Biowater is that Kroll the Great's not a very hard boss. So I think having a fuck ass run back and then an arena right before it is the way they make that boss challenging enough to be at the point of the game it's in. I think it's fine. He's not actually a hard boss. Biowater's just evil. It's just Blighttown. People in Hollow Knight complained about primal aspects, but in Silksong, like, half the enemies are a primal aspect. Like, they're all primal aspect. Like, every enemy that fires is primal aspect. There's so many. They're all, look. Ow. What's text? Ah. Oh, we have so much time. So, played the whole game just to not like it. Okay, this is a comment. I think playing the whole game just to not like it is insanely based. If you play a game for 4 minutes and then say, oh, bad game, I'm refunding, you're a fucking freak. Like, play the whole game. You need to play the whole game. This is the correct thing to do. Disappointed in the lack of Hornet sex scenes. Chat, what I'm telling you. What I'm predicting.
Hey, this is nice.
Well, look at that profile picture, you fucking freak. Get off my screen. What is it? Mr. Skill Issue? And he left a comment complaining about Savage Beastfly. Oh, that's good. No, that's good. Okay, to be fair, the first Savage Beastfly is chill. It's some chill shit. Second one, where you fight him in the lava, and he spawns the little Hitlers that shoot fireballs at you. That's the worst fireballs. It's hard for an early game boss. Yeah, well, it's not though. Okay, here's the thing. My thing about Silksong is that Silksong actually isn't as hard as people make it out to be. But because things do 2 classes of damage to you, everyone's like panicking really hard. Like, I'm taking 2 damage. But it's not actually hard. Sets aren't more complicated. They're more complicated than they do. Like, if they only do any of you
Build shelter.
beaten the whole game and
Nice.
then gone back to Hollow Knight, it's insane how
Game up 8.
slowest jumping speed in the world. Whereas Hornet is like extremely fast, like flying around. So like, yeah, things do more damage to you. You're also more able to dodge those things. 2 damage is fair because you heal 3 masks at once. You're midair. Yeah. More importantly to that is that Hornet is really fast. The heal is actually not that much better. The heal is better, but not that much. So the Knight needs 9 to heal fast. And Hornet also needs 9 nail hits to heal 3 hearts. It's just it heals a bit faster. But you can't heal just 1 mask here and there. You have to heal all 3. I'm already getting lectured by shutters that don't know what color grass is to get good. I have a full-time job and a family. I just want a game I can have fun with and relax on the couch with a controller for 30 minutes after work. Speaking of my family, I was hoping that my 6-year-old and 5-year-old kids can play this game and have some fun. Yeah, that idea is out there. Don't get me wrong. Desire to just want to come home from work, play something chill for 30 minutes. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, you said you played 100 hours of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was considered relatively hard. Your 6-year-old in front of Silksong, inshallah, they will be a game of God. Don't like hard games, that's fine. But it's not the fault of the game. The game is hard on purpose. It wants to be hard. And it's not the game's fault that you don't like hard games. My 4-year-old plays Hollow Knight and loves it. Yeah, but he's 4. Does he play Hollow Knight and love it? Or does he just press buttons on the controller and look at the colors on the screen and say, yay! You know, is he actually playing Hollow Knight? If he put Silksong in front of him, it'd be the same. He'd be like, yippee! It's just colors and shapes. He's 4. Okay, this guy, okay, to be fair, this guy is also a freak. Like, this guy also deserves to be completely fucking chastised. This is a cringe reaction to someone not wanting to play a difficult video game after their 9 to 5. Don't be this guy. This is why he's calling you shut-ins that don't know what the color grass is. Free, did you change your name to I'm being held hostage? Please help me, please. Did you do that? Did you see yourself on screen and then type this? No, you did. You do that. No, you think you're a funny man? Funny man, insert 80 rosaries to get a positive review. No, so the reason they make more money is a commentary on, you know, being insanely poor. It was so bad that they actually, you earn more money and things cost less money. The thing about Biowater, the Muck Magazine, that's not that bad. The platforming sections are fun. The traps are pretty easily avoidable. The problem with Biowater is the enemies, the guys that jump out of the water and shoot poison darts at you are so fucking evil. It's not even funny. Like, all of the other stuff is just like a challenge that you have to get over. But the enemies that pop out in front of you do contact damage if you're sprinting at full speed. Then they shoot you in the fucking face. They're so bad. They're so bad. They're so evil. They're just evil. They're just an evil enemy with evil intentions that are evil, made by evil people in this evil video game. I didn't kill a single one of these enemies until the Droll the Great Arena, because they would pop up in my face, I would take damage, then I would take damage again, then I'd fall in the Biowater like goo, the cancer goo in the floor. This is frustrating and it sucks. I'll give them
Shelter.
right before
Nice.
the challenge, regardless of whether
Almost
it's good.
99 days. Oh. I survived 99 days. Nice. This is a good game, actually. You randomize, adapt, and survive. Tapi kalau misalnya kita buat 2 dimensi kayak gimana?
That's a very good point. You know, the worst boss ever made terrible moves. The pattern makes no sense. What do they fit? And then you beat the boss. You beat the boss, and frame 1 after beating the boss, you're like, oh yes, another masterpiece.
Interactable map. Canvas, JavaScript.
Team Cherry, you are so intelligent. Well played. Yes, soundtrack that's true. But it has the best soundtrack in the whole game. The one last thing I have to say about Biowater, the bench they baked. Oh, why? Why would you forsake me, Team Cherry? Why would you do this? Why? Why would you do that? I like the false bench in Sinner's Road, where it's a false bench, but you can actually unlock it again. Or the one in Hunter's March. The one in Biowater is just mean. There's no recovering the bench. The bench just goes this way. Farloop is a reminder that the Pale King was a good king. Listen, you can say what you want about the dead babies, but that Pale King guy, he ran a tight ship in Hallownest before all the dead children and the gods like punishing his land. Sturdy benches. Yeah, the Pale King was hammering those benches into the dirt himself. Can't pet the Bell Beast. You can pet the Bell Beast if you whack the Bell Beast with your. She gets like excited and does little feet pats and taps the feet and like gets excited, makes noises. Don't look at the bad reviews. Just why? Wait.
Death Rider's getting greeted you with new RDA vitamin E plus Mr. Sinner.
Robust December 2025, all unmanned active.
Well, bringing the positive review score of the game down. You liked the game, but you left a negative review because you think you're really fucking clever. I'll change this to a positive review later. Diagonal logo is
Area
for
ngebahas
2.5 hours, you didn't
basic
the game
order
mechanic, then you played for another 4
index
hours, and you probably
file
learned because it's a video game and that's what happens. You learn the game. Again, you're just lowering the review score of a game you probably liked. Of a game
oke
you
aku cek
definitely
dulu ya.
liked. Because you said I'll change it to positive later. In the
I'm
diagonal
going to make
it's like
this
actual child behavior. It's like, oh, I couldn't learn it in 5 minutes and now I'm bad. Steve asked me if I wanted to adjust my review after playing for 26 more hours. And yes, I do. I would give it 2 thumbs down if I could. It's a monument of
99 days
to be fair, I think this is what I
in
would say in a
the
negative review if I
forest.
was really fucking angry after dying to Grother Great 10 times. So I do wonder if someone like this, in like
Really?
a week's time, is gonna just quietly delete their negative review. Or they're gonna
Oh.
change it to positive.
And then we
They're gonna do this.
adjust and we make index HTML. Kita coba yang 2 dimensi ya. Kita mau coba. Today to oke. Kita buat yang create file. Create file index HTML.
It's just Hollow-like but hard. It
Oke,
sounds fine, but it's not
kita
hard in any
bikin file
meaningful
baru.
way. The bosses just do twice the damage per hit. Someone hits.
Apa?
So, in
Ini?
Hollow Knight, most of the bosses have like 3 moves, and there's like what 5
Okay.
bosses in the game maximum that have an actual moveset you have to learn. Whereas in Silksong, it's the opposite. Most of the bosses have a real moveset you have to learn, which is a good thing because it means you have to actually engage the game, your brain. Oh my god, it's actually crazy. You know, in other review reads, you see the reviews to have like an hour on record, and I make fun of them for having an hour on record and then leaving a negative review because that's a really stupid thing to do. In this particular one, it's really funny because all of the negative reviews that have an hour or 2 hours, they're all complaining about the down pogo. All of them, every single negative review that has an hour in the game, they're all like, ah, there's a down pogo, ah, it's different, ah. Guy called Not a Moron. It's pretty good, pretty on the nose. What's this one say? This says too difficult. That's what that says. Too difficult. I don't agree with you. What's this say? I don't agree. His name's Evil Source. Evil Source. I don't agree with you that the game's too difficult. I actually like it quite a lot. This quest system in Silksong is very good. It's fine on a first playthrough when you're fresh eye.
Kita copy. Kita masukin save. Oke, kita go live. Oh. Oke. Gimana ini? Next day, eat. Oh, 2D-nya gini. Rest. Explore. Next day. Next day. Next day. Oh. Oh gitu. Oke. Coba ya, kita rubah. Make the 2D version similar to the version where you can do mana tadi? Kita bisa Eh, mana yang tadi ya? Rest, hunt, and forage. Rest, hunt, and forage, and build shelter. Nah, kayak gini. Coba ya. Let's see. Oke, oke. Saya coba dulu ya. Indeksnya kita ganti. Oke. Stylenya ini style. Stylenya ini. Oke. Scriptnya gini. Kita coba ya. JavaScript-nya ini. Oke, kita save semua. Di save ini kita refresh
Cross
dulu.
stitch might be the most satisfying skill in the entire game. Here's why cross stitch is both brilliant and brutal. Range and coverage hits both sides. Low swipe that extends vertically. Speed 1.2 seconds to cast. Fairly quick. Damage 64. Solid, but middle of the pack.
Wah, ini kece nih. Kita coba ya. Build shelter. Build shelter. Gak bisa. Next day. Next day. Next day. Next day.
Looks
Next
like
day.
the strongest
Next day.
skill in Silksong.
Oke, biarin
No
aja.
one
Next day.
actually uses it. Here's the
Dulu.
problem.
Oke,
It takes
sekarang
2 seconds to cast. The slowest skill in the game. 3 seconds if you wait for the rays to explode. You can't defend or
Aduh,
reload.
energi
You
mau
are a
habis.
hitting target. The rays
Yuk,
spawn
nggak bisa.
randomly. Sometimes perfect, most of the time they are not. It's locked behind the mental
Rest.
game boss, so you can't rely on it early. It
Oh,
hits
nggak bisa rest.
76 damage, but only if you
Oh, udah
resist
kalah ya?
snaps. It only
Alah,
works
alah,
when
alah.
enemies are stacked
Oke.
in one spot or a big target
Ulang,
just
kita ulang.
stands still. Would you ever risk using this in a real fight? I personally would. Here's how it
Oke. Oh. Oh, okay. You already have a shelter.
I'm someone who doesn't really like self.
Nice. Sekarang berarti kita coba apa? Sorry.
But I'm turning 27 this year, which is
Sorry.
strange feeling because it feels like I just turned 20.
Next day. Next day. Next day. Oh, kita bisa. Oh, game over. Aduh, lupa. Harus kita restart. Day 5. Oke. Coba. Shelter aja. Shelter. Oh, nggak gitu coba.
No, sorry, someone else got first. I do know or hero. Highest period. Solid defense, black back as with it being the alternative solution. Because response from someone in situations problem. White shoots back with W question mark. You said I could have yesterday question mark. White suddenly starts being aggressive and develops his pieces way too far, but we don't have context. Maybe black is just messing with them.
Facial
Black tries to clarify with sorry question mark. I could be I don't mean perfect position.
not
Staying calm in a condition while White is having what appears to be a mental breakdown over kitchen appliances, which is understandable. I love my fridge. It keeps my sushi fresh.
add restart
White then completely question mark. Yesterday question mark. You told me I could have it. You're a liar. Will be sick. Someone needs to touch grass and eat. This isn't sex just anymore. Bridge. It's not that serious, though, bro. I'm
update.
money on this dead. Outrageous. Black response. Question mark. I didn't do anything. I told you that the fridge had been taken over. I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. Black maintains that they contact. At this point, Black is probably questioning whether they can someone's own dream. I also asked myself this question often. Still dreaming exposure. Still being the best move under the circumstances. White then pulls a complete 180 and starts with a bridge. Please question mark. Really need it. Just pay them to take it back or something. Asking Black to buy it from a person. This is the most impressive defense I've ever used. Going from death threats to please can I have the fridge faster than how my dad. Black rightfully shuts this name down with no period. It's already taken. That's fine. I'm not buying it off the same guy just so I can give it to you, especially after that last text period. Once I'm done buying appliances, Black will just tell the bank. Stranger that motivating activity, especially after the death threats we just witnessed. Black is showing more restraint than I'd have White contact forwarded to the code, which actually White closes with this absolute train wreck. Because apparently, yeah, we want the next step is to solve first. Black spot dispatches over with the agenda. Next, White opens with I can't thank you for the offer. Rejection was probably able. This is how you do negotiations with someone trying to get a Nintendo for a suspicious price in an empty parking lot. It is not worth it. Trust me, my friend told me. Obviously, White shows that they know what they've got. They're not about to be fooled for this first
Script
stage.
kita taruh di sini.
Black responds with, "It's okay, I'm a single mom."
Okay,
Oh
kita cek.
boy, here we go. Black just pulled out
The refresh.
yeah, one of the most overrated strategies in marketplaces. This view works on beginners, but anyone with a
Good. Nah, kan?
random capitalization, A doesn't help either. It adds this
Anak D aja nih.
desperation, making the entire thing extra sketchy and inaccuracy.
Upgrade shelter.
With Julio showing their knowledge of Black situation.
Blackwood.
The long gambit. White maintains their position while staying light. This is solid defensive play against emotional
Oh, nggak mau gini.
Black doubles down, and that's why I offered them, attempting to justify the I'll offer.
Nggak gitu.
Black's basically saying I'm broken
Iya,
in
iya.
decision making, so she's not stuck in shit. Which is not how I know. This is like saying I have no money, so text just should give me free merch, and absolutely no free merch. I'm so broke that I see
Until
no one will know me if nobody watching my videos. The logic is more twisted than my relationship with
right.
mistake. White delivers me first account. Then I'm my Nintendo question mark. Reasonable defense. Being a single mom doesn't magically give you discount coupons anywhere. Trust me, I know I'm kind of an expert. Google always tells me there are hot single mothers near me that want me. No need to be jealous. Excellent move. Black continues the sauce. Money is super tight. Still trying to make this financial focus.
The wood.
Getting desperate. The audacity is
Randomly collect.
Money is also super
By
high person. Please. White Lane's be killing blow with, okay, me too. Why didn't you sell my Nintendo? Check them. White just pointed out that they weren't all struggling financially. They
right.
were so in the first place. It's like asking the home.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
It's got some change. Next, White opens with, I want to star on Netflix. Twitter, do your thing. Then immediately drops two selfies. One of them was a ton.
This is a classic. The kind of move that's been played 1,000 times before posting some photos online and begging Twitter for career opportunities. And no, I'm not calling that shit bad. The idea that a couple of selfies are going to land you a Netflix role is wild. Jesus Christ, you are not being blundered. When I tried this, at least I got casted instantly, but they made me sit on this black couch, surrounded by something. Black responded with TF, what was supposed to do, and honestly, absolute cinema. Black cuts right through the nonsense. Exactly.
Ini kita coba stylenya. Stylenya kok ada?
Exactly. Supposed to do with this. Black makes it clear. Maybe go for the murder instead, or actually fill a job. A devastating offense. Really. Next, White opens. Hey, do you do video edits? Question mark. Getting straight.
Great.
Malfunctional players don't have services. Black response. I do. What kind of edit do you need?
Tetapi
White's opening by asking project details. White drops. I just need to stitch them together.
let me check.
Wow. Simple enough. Just basically nothing too crazy here. White's describing a standard video project. Black follows up with, sure thing. I'd be
Ya
happy
bentar
to
Kak Cika buka pintu dulu bentar.
Black
Bentar
understands
ya.
that affects price of the demo.
Hah?
Buka pintu dulu bentar.
Oke.
Offense. Wow, a normal match for once. Thank God, sure, nothing bad happens. Right, guys? White casually mentions about 10 minutes. I also need it before 2. Do you think you could do that? Question mark. White drops an aggressive sing. Deadline. So casual, like asking a Chinese place with orange chicken to eat. I hate orange chicken. Nasty. Still a good move. Bold, but still common. Black asks, is it 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.? Small clarification, because apparently White thinks professional video editors are mind reading. Black's trying to gather all the information he needs. White confirms 2 p.m. today. We're talking about a 40-minute turnaround for professional video editing. The entitlement is already sharp. Mistake. Black responsive, I'm out on a walk right now, but I can run home and start work on it within 5 minutes. Might have it done by 2 if I rush, but keep in mind it'll cost extra. Holy shit, Black is literally willing to run home to help White meet their impossible deadline. The dedication he was honest and touching, mentioning rush charges is reasonable. I would hire this too. Excellent. White says, okay, nice, thank you. How much is it? At least they're being polite and asking price. Praying emoji shows they won't ask. Black quotes 20 pounds. For rush video editing.
Oh iya, tapi kok ini gini ya?
Someone give me this guy's contact.
Udah ya, ntar Kak Cika cek dulu.
Helping my friend on this. White immediately loses.
Oh, di sini.
Kidding me? No. There's someone in a rush. White doesn't completely have a choice, does it? It's not bad. I pay more money than that for my sardine. I always eat them for lunch. Steak. White explains, I'm home now. It's only 5 more than my normal price. So Black normally charges 15 euros and is only adding $5 to the rush job. This is incredibly reasonable pricing for emergency. Black's being more than very best. White goes full Karen with 20 for less than an hour. Look is actually insane. Exploiting right now. Exploitation. White is demanding
one is
professional
the
services on fair pricing. Exploitation. White should take a look at here. You know what a real exploitation is? Making my discipline numbers not in. Black calmly states, I'm charging more than this because this is extreme. Perfect carry. Black's maintaining his score while explaining his price to the degree of someone crashing over.
Ya. Oh.
Arya, Kak Cika mah udah coding macam-macam, udah bikin game. Arya nanti nextnya harus pilih ya, mau bikin game, mau bikin web, atau mau bikin Python.
Oke.
Gak tahu kalau ditanya Bapak diomelin loh, kalau nggak ada progresnya. Ya.
You understand how much I need this. I'm legit gonna get fired if I don't get this done. Then said, okay, here's the video. Classic desperation. 180. Going from your exploiting. Save my job while saying the files anyway. If he cares about his job so much, he should care about the cost. Something's not adding up. A mistake.
Oh.
Black maintains professionalism. Okay, I'll get started on my price. Still keeping boundaries while being willing to help. This is how you handle difficult clients. White continues the victim complex with ransom right now. You're sick in the head if you think this is funny. Ransom? Black is offering the service to be done dirt cheap. White's acting completely bugged at gunpoint on the power.
Black stays professional with it. It's entirely up to you if you want to pay the $20 or not. Maintaining a solid defense, Black's not falling for unusual manipulation. Okay, I'll let you just get it done. Just add some other you can add a title of Q to for 2021. Finally, agrees while giving project details. White realizes they have no choice but to pay for the service they desperately need. Black delivers with, okay, drive.com/file/d/1/q or _ uppercase Y, lowercase y. Here's the video. My PayPal is at iCloud.com. Black drops his payment method, which brought up a bunch of company. White did try something nice one, although I don't feel like paying. AI keeps messing up. I don't know what's going on. What the actual? Going from desperate begging to petty theft. Black responds with the most elegant setup. Fine by me.
Arya, time's up.
Hah?
Time's up.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oke, bye Arya.
Bye.